There's an art movement growing in this town, a shadowy subculture that beats to the sound of a different drum, an otherness to the humdrum of the daily grind. We went to see Jeremy Noonish, a locally based filmmaker with big dreams and small films.
I make love to film. The sensuality of moving art. It's kind of like pornography, but instead of sex, I'm feeling beauty.
So every once in a while, I have to go out into the world and I like to draw the world through my nostrils. I think it's really important to acknowledge nature, one-to-one, cosmic child mother sort of way. Embracing the living world around us. Nothing is more important than going back to nature. Getting a bit of zen in your life.
Okay, alright. Let's go to Starbucks. God, I need a coffee. So Stutter Steps, yeah. Cool film. I thought, it's as the name suggests, it's kind of a provocative portrayal of man's feeling of inadequacy in this large, chaotic, unfriendly mess of a world, and it shows our inability to influence our lives as much as we'd like, if at all, basically. I mean, do we? Do you? I mean, I try, but basically, we are impotent to change in our world, and we need a Viagra for life, basically, and without it, sometimes we're forced to only watch, kind of, we can't join in, and we're subject, we're subject to what goes on around us. Basically, kind of a voyeuristic attempt to see, do things, but we can't. We just kind of plod along as best, but really do anything. This is what Stutter Steps is about. It's really this is what we do, and this is what Stutter Steps does. Before finally going back inside, effectively forfeiting the day. The moment that the active, the prolific, or the fortunate are able to benefit from. He decides to go back inside. He says, he goes back in quietly. He says there's enough. Alone and weary of this huge expanse of world. And just like the groundhog. The groundhog comes out. And he's testing for early spring, and before deciding that it isn't still in fact winter, and so hopefully when he tries again, the world will be a more hospitable place. But for now, he's stuck going back inside to the womb of the house, that is our confines of, we're stuck, basically. It's okay. It was one of my early films. It is what it is. It's good for what it is. It's okay. It's got passion. It's nice. I would describe myself as someone who gives birth to artistic, visual movement through the magic of the camera and presentation. That's important. Runner, or probably be called Runner. Maybe with a subtitle like Runner, Man Runs. this, something that's provocative, something that's really deep, something really heartfelt, something that will, people ask questions about, what does this mean, and really have different theories about it, competing theories, and, oh, did he mean this, did he mean that, what does that mean? I'm not afraid to push the envelope here. I want to push the envelope. I really want people to look at titles and say, wow, what does that mean? In the opening credits, screw convention, right? The revolution is here, man. Film will thank me. Eventually, I hope. Yeah. So basically, the runner he wakes up. He's starting to run. Waking up is like birth. We wake up and there's essentially alien world. We try to make sense of it. This crazy mixed up world that we wake up into, and will we ever make sense of it? No, probably not. But it's mixed up, crazy shit on shit world, man. And babies are being born every day without being asked if they want to. What kind of shit is that? The runner, he represents all our fears of death, even if that fear is on the subconscious level. It's still there, and we still all run, or we rush towards it. We run headlong towards it, because at the end of basically at the end of any enterprise, what do we want to do? We want to lay our heads in the sand. How many seas, right? And rest and relax. To know that we're finished, and that's really what death is. It's a release. It's a release of pressure. In case of an emergency. And it's really earthy like that. And yet it's also so deep and ethereal. That's that sort of thing. Death. Death. It's just. Just a bunch of shadow puppets in a cave, man, and puppets in a cave. That's that's raw. That's passion. That's hardcore. And that's one of the things that really sets me apart from other people. I am. That's who I am. That's important. Okay. Is that good?
So, when we do this interview, I want to make sure that if we do it right, and that I feel, people see that I'm candid, that I am who I am. That's important. If we're going to do this, let's do it right.
Well, that's why we hold it as a conversation piece, so that you're open and honest through your answers.
To get a sense for people to see who I am, that we have like a globe there. And the globe will show people that I am, a worldly figure, that I'm part of the world. What about a book? A book would make me seem like I know what I'm talking about. It's knowledge. It conveys knowledge.
Yeah, well, we're gonna keep it pretty simple,
At the very least, maybe it should be like a camera. Let people know that I am committed to film. It's who I am. That's important.
No.
Instead of saying the end at the end, we'll have like the word fin in big like curly script.
No, are we ready to go? Are we good? Okay, let's go.